With Democrats yesterday morning, despite all the president's wooing, his own party just rejecting his major trade deal. Gary B., you say bad news for him and the economy as well.
Absolutely, Brenda. This is the one time, and maybe only one time, I'm fully support President Obama. The fact that this was defeated is baffling on so many fronts, but I'll tackle the economic one with just a small little story. You know, free trade goes back to the time of the caveman. Envision you have the Smith Caveman Company and you have the Layfield Caveman Company. The Smith Caveman Company is good at hunting and fishing. We're horrible at clothing. The Layfield Company, they're good at knitting and darning and that stuff. So I am allowed.
I hate you.
So we make an agreement. I get my clothing from the Layfield Company. He gets food from me. Guess what? I'm allowed to specialize and go out and hire more people to hunt and fish. And John goes out and allows them to specialize and make more clothing. That's how unemployment goes down. Employment goes up. We've seen it after NAFTA and every other major trade agreement. It helps lower unemployment.
Well, you know, John is very well dressed, but he's also, I think, the world's top fisherman. Haven't you won some amazing? So anyway, I don't know about this whole caveman thing, but John, what do you make of Gary's arguments?
Well, look, the Layfield Company does not knit, Gary. Okay, we don't do that. We hunt and fish. Look, the problem you have right now with President Obama, presidents in their second term have just not gotten anything done, dating all the way back to FDR. Reagan got a little bit of a tax bill passed his second term. That's the anomaly. But for the most part, people are starting to run for re-election. So President Obama has had his back turned on here. This is not surprising, I don't believe. You're going to see everybody running against him, Democrats and Republicans. This is very bad for the economy because we have been so long without good leadership in Washington, D.C., the Congress and the president, by the way, that at some point we need reform. We need tax reform, we need immigration reform, a national energy plan. That's not going to happen because we're already in a new presidential election cycle.
Well, Jammu, the president spent a lot of political capital to try to get this passed. It didn't happen. Bad for him. Also bad for the economy. What do you think?
I'm not sure how much political capital he spent. He was kind of Johnny-come-lately with his lobbying. So I look at this, though, as just a temporary situation. The battle has not yet, or the battle was won by Labor. They're celebrating. They don't have a long-term vision for how this actually doesn't get passed. I think this is just another ridiculous type of situation you see in Congress, and eventually they're going to get it passed. It means my jeans are going to be less expensive. But I think the other issue that doesn't get into this conversation a lot, Democrats and labor unions, is that when you look at trade policies, they actually help people who are making less than $2 a day in places around the world that desperately need that type of development. And so I want us as a movement, progressives, to really embrace that as being something that's necessary in the world.
Interesting. Jonas, help some parts of the economy, hurt others?
Yeah, look, it's like innovation. I mean, we're going to have driverless cars someday. That's going to put a lot of people out of work in the short run, but we wouldn't want to ban that, right? Because in the long run, that's still better than having people drive cars forever, right? Just because it's... So there's disruptions, and I think, to Gary's point, this kind of dealt with that. It had a little piece, I believe, that was to help people who were going to get job disruptions from this free trade. Yet it was a pro-free trade thing, and it doesn't go through. It's like having at this point, I think if they had a proposal to lower taxes, Republicans would vote against it just to spite the president. So I think free trade is good for the country in the long term. This country rates very well, even with the conservative think tanks on that, compared to most countries.
I got to get Lisa in. Lisa, what do you think?
Well, look, trade is absolutely important to the United States economy. It supports 38 million jobs here in the United States, and it saves families $13,000 per year. And the reality is we're dealing with a global economy. The problem with what happened with this legislation was the Trade Promotion Authority, which is supported by a lot of Republicans, which has been used by presidents for 80 years, got looped in with something called TAA, which is basically a wasteful liberal government handout.
Right. Okay, that's got to be the last word. My money is with both the Layfield and the Smith Caveman companies anyway.